Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. I know he thinks he can house. Return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's McCutcheon. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're testing the right side here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Quarterback making checks. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. And you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. Touchdown, Tigers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Slithers into space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Unloads it left. Got his man. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. To the air, it's Manning. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Another incompletion on third down. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go.
There he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it inside the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the 1st half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Dura. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Working the middle. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and they can go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's 4th down.
So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Finds his tight end. Running through contact. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. But this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Gibson.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Off the play fake. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch, whether it's a perfect throw or...
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same...
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take... And this drive will start at the 25.
On the double.
The DBs will back off a bit. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He lost one down the sideline. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards. yards of field position. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The inside handoff. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range there. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed.
Touchdown, Texas! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Rushes on him. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Turning it on.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Going for it all. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Throws to the back. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Turning on the Jets. He's loose. Touchdown, Longhorns! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Bringing the heat. Looking deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Finds a tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Fitted in the window for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's complete to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Longhorns will keep this drive going.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. You think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air, it's Manning. Works the middle of the field. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th-quarter touchdown on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Manning. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have.
The short hands. It's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Reads it, fires complete. It's a running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Quarterback running on the draw.
In a 2-minute situation like this late in the game, the offense looking to throw the football. They're trying to make it look like pass before going with the draw, but the defense wasn't fooled. Really nice job communicating and staying alert before making...
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You can feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Manning. He's got the back in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job. Get it to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get...
Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
As a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Oh, out of space. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.